Brad, this is an interesting question for not only you, but for all of our listeners. Bill writes us and says, what should the minimum temperature be on your thermostat in the house during the winter? So let me ask you that. So, and then we'll get into the meat of Bill's question. So what should it be if you're going to go away on vacation or out of the house for a couple of days or even away for a trip during the day? What would you set at the very minimum of the heat?
So I believe, Bob, that most thermostats do not go below 58 degrees. I think 58 is the minimum that you can set a
Oh,
thermostat. Some of the new electronic ones, you may have different settings. However, you're somewhat limited. I know it used to be that you would hit 60 and then the next one would just say low. So you're probably going to be limited by what the thermostat itself is. Now, there are folks who actually will go on vacation and they turn their thermostats off.
mm-hmm.
Um, just look at the last couple of days that we've dealt with. I mean, we've had what 75, 76, 77 degrees on Wednesday, and now we're looking at highs around 40, and we're going down to what 21 degrees here in the next day or two. The weather can change very quickly, so it may be tempting to just shut it off. But I would encourage everybody to just leave the thermostat, turn it as cool as you can when you leave, because it doesn't take long in some houses for those pipes to freeze up, and the damage that one burst pipe can do is going to negate any type of energy savings that you've had shutting those systems off. So you want to make sure that your house doesn't freeze up. The HVAC guys will tell you, the energy experts will tell you too, that keeping that lower temperature and not allowing it to go so cold that you have to basically thaw your house out is going to save you energy, particularly if you have electric a heat pump that has to run auxiliary heat in order to bring the temperature of the house back up to a comfortable zone. That burns a lot of energy to make
So
those big swings.
yeah. So the reason Bill was asking, he says his brother neglected to schedule an oil delivery
Mm,
while he was on vacation and then came home to a home with no heat, 2 feet of water coming from broken pipes,
yeah.
and then black mold. So Bill is extremely worried about keeping a home at the proper temperature. So folks, don't do like Bill's brother,
Hmm.
right? Schedule the oil if you're going to be away and make sure the heat, and it might be worth it to have a neighbor or friend come over and check to make sure that the heat is on, right?